name is Kitty Callan Sangster. I've been coming on and off to Midland Heights ever since my youngest boy was about 7. And I love the church, and I love my pastor, and I love the people. And it's hard for me to give this testimony for the simple reason it brings back a nightmare that I went through, but it was reality. I'm 82 now, and my daughter requested that I give this testimony. She said, "You need to keep telling people about this." And she said to go ahead with it. So that's why I'm sitting here now in front of the camera. And forgive me if tears roll down my face, because it was such a traumatic experience. And the year was 1954. I had just been married a short while to a handsome soldier named Robert Sangster. We were very much in love. Shortly after, I contacted polio. Polio is hard to describe. It was a nightmare for me. They put me in an isolation ward on Governor's Island. And when you're in an isolation ward, it is a nightmare to begin with, for the simple reason you're just locked off from the rest of humanity. And when they feed you, they slide it through a little door, a little cutout. And little by little, my legs had started hurting even before I got to Governor's Island. Governor's Island is just off of Manhattan. And it was formerly, I don't know if it's still now, an army base with a huge hospital. And since I was married to a soldier, that's where they took me. And not only my legs were in such pain, but my face was distorted. Up to then, I had been an attractive young girl, and my face was horrible. It was twisted. One eye was paralyzed, and forgive me, my face was horrible, and I could feel the paralysis coming in other places besides my legs. 3 doctors said she would die. They never told me, but they told my parents, "She's going to die. There's nothing we can do for her. She's got the death polio." They called it a certain other medical name. I felt so alone and so shut off. And I remember thinking, what's going to happen? You know, even though they said I would die, I got up from the cot in this small room, and there was a mirror over the sink. And I looked in the mirror and even frightened myself. And as I looked in the mirror, I just cried out, "Oh God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And instantly, a white ring formed around my body. You can't describe it in any words, in any English, any language. You cannot describe it. It was beyond beautiful, beyond anything. And this white ring was sort of like white webs with sparkles in it. I was immediately cured. My face went back to normal. The pain in my body stopped immediately. And when one of the doctors came around, he said, "It's a miracle," when he tested me. I said, yes, it was God. Whew. And then I began my life with my husband. He checked me out about 2 weeks after that. And I finally was beginning my life. But that didn't mean that I would know hardships so severe in my life in other ways. And these hardships taught me one thing, and this I want to tell everybody. I know that most of the people in my church know it already. There is a God. There is heaven. For years, I wondered if there was someone else that had seen or known the white ring. And I didn't get my answer until Barbara Walters put a show on TV called Heaven. And in the show, people gave their view of heaven and what experiences they had. And out of all of the people that testified and told, one man came on and described the white ring. And that was wonderful to me. Confirmation.
Yes.
There was someone else. And so I know that if they interview more and more people, they will know more and more about the miracle of God and of heaven. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much.